Alright, how we do, folks? Your boy Marco 205 numbers after the name. Marcos and friends over here. Add another one to the rotation of games you'll be seeing on here for a little bit. That's some Goldeneye, man. We're playing it on the Xbox One Series X, Series X1. Don't know the name of the Xbox. It's alright. I'm on the top. Elite's on the bottom over there. Not gonna say anything else about that. Family channel. But we decided to kind of like play a little bit of Goldeneye here, man. This is obviously on the Xbox, so it's all local. There is no, there's no online play for this kind of stuff. I actually, very naively of me to think, especially dealing with what we're dealing with, because I knew that the Switch was able to play games online. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the single player on the Xbox version because it looks a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of debates about that in the community. I overall feel it looks better on the Xbox than the Switch. The controls definitely were easier. I know there's some fixes you could do for the Switch to make the controls a little bit better. I haven't really gone through that. I eventually will probably play the game on the Switch just because I really like GoldenEye and I'll play it portably, whereas I can't on the Xbox. But it looks fine on the Xbox. It comes with some kinks. I mean, basically just 4K res and N64 game with no fixes or anything to it. They still keep the 30 frame per second cap because they didn't want to distort it. If not, but there are weird things that happen. Take it with a grain of salt, man. And ultimately, like, we never thought we'd be playing GoldenEye again. I still have it for the N64s. I would still pop it in every once in a while, but outside of that, we never thought we'd be playing this again, let alone on an Xbox. And the controls are a little bit better. You know, they kind of replaced the C-stick with the other joystick, and it's more fluid in that sense. It changes a little bit how some of the stuff is played. Like the strafe, for example, is a little bit weird, or to me, it's honestly, it's gone, although I believe you could use the D-pads to kind of do something with it. Either way, though, it runs fine. It runs fluid. I got all the cheats. I got all the achievements for it. I'm missing some multiplayer ones, but I got all the single-player ones doing it. It's possible. I don't feel it was even harder than it was before, especially because as a kid, I never got them all either, so I'm definitely not the right point of reference to that. Either way, we're playing over here with automatics on the multiplayer. Multiplayer ran smooth for the most part, I will say. We'll probably post the episode a little bit later on. The grenade launchers did not fare as well as other weapons, and honestly, you'll see when we post that episode, you can even see like the geometry of the like radius where it blows up, which is kind of bananas. And I'm pretty confident I don't remember seeing that in the original, but that was a long time ago as well, so I might be misremembering things over there. So that didn't seem to hold up well. Everything else did. We completely forgot to put on the paintball thing to like have the cheats on. Like, really didn't think about it till we were done playing. Put no cheats on. I meant to take the radar off too, even though we kind of all know the maps and we're like, you know, it's funny to go back to a game where you just look at the other person's screen and kind of figure out like what to do from there. This used to be a thing back in the day all the time, and people would get pissed about it. I remember playing with kids and they'd be like, "Yo, look at my screen," and I'm like, we're literally playing on like a 13-inch like CRT that's split in half. Like, there's not too many options of me of where or what to look at. Like, I'm clearly gonna look at your screen just like I'm looking at mine. I remember seeing like some inventions that like online of people like maybe putting cardboard to separate it and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I never did that. But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty neat idea. But if we're to get that GoldenEye kind of just experience of what it used to be, I feel like this Xbox version really does the trick. The Switch one, to me, would be cool on the Xbox one as well, if you could play random people online, not just necessarily your friends, but have the ability to kind of just hop in a lobby and just play random people, you know, and you could set up maybe the settings beforehand and pop in with people with similar settings or something along those lines. I think that'd be a cool addition to the game, outside of just improving some basic stuff. But GoldenEye's here, GoldenEye's back, it's beautiful.